Hello Year 7, welcome to another home learning experiment. This time we've got quite a lot of freedom. You're going to be real mini scientists today. I'm here in the food tech room at school showing you exactly what you need. Probably this is about it unless you can incorporate a kettle as well, which could be handy into today's practicals. So kind of standard stuff that we find at home. So we're looking at the different factors that affect the rate of dissolving of sugar in water. So we're really just using sugar, which I have here, water and different various bits and pieces that we find in the kitchen to help us along with our experiment. And you're just going to record your results. If you want to include in there the things that you kept the same, that would be great, but you don't have to, just results is perfect, okay? And then we'll take this back to school and you'll be able to have some discussions in class about it. So experiment 1 is looking at the effective temperature. This one you could use a kettle or you could simply use the hot tap. We could put some cold water in 1 cup, some hot water in the other, and then we could add, again, if you want to use your scales or you just want to use a teaspoon, fine. And you can add some sugar into the cups and see which one does it dissolve in fastest. If you want to use a timer to time it, you can. If you just want to be able to say which one is fastest, that's also fine. It's totally up to you how involved you get in this practical, whether you get some numerical data by using a timer or if you just have some comparison data by saying which one was faster. The second experiment is looking at how mass of sugar affects dissolving. So again, you could use the scales or you could use different amounts of teaspoons there, different numbers of teaspoons, and you could put maybe 1 teaspoon in, 2 teaspoons in, add the water and then compare the rate of dissolving. Experiment 3 is looking at volume of water, so that's why I've got the measuring jug here. So you could look at different volumes of water. This time you're going to keep the the mass of the sugar the same. You're just changing the volume of water. So every experiment, you only change the one thing that the experiment is investigating. Everything else you're going to need to keep the same. Okay, so for volume of water, you can try different volumes of water, the same volume of salt, and again, time it or compare it. And then in experiment 4, you can compare stirring and shaking. This could be quite difficult, okay? I've got a Tupperware here with a lid, so I could try some shaking, and I could use the spoon and stir in here. Again, keeping the volume of water the same and the mass of sugar the same to make it a fair test. So it's really about having an explore, being able to come back to the classroom, having done this home learning, being able to give some ideas of those factors that affect dissolving of sugar, your own investigation. So you might say, I found that when I changed the temperature, this is what happened. It took this amount of time, whereas when it was hot, it took this amount of time. So you need to just be able to have a greater understanding from doing your experiments about dissolving of sugar. Okay, and it might be that you find some other alternative experiments that you could try, and that's fine as well. You could do those maybe on the back of your sheet. Hope you have some fun with it, enjoy it, try to get involved. I'm not going to show you any results, I'm not going to do any of the experiments myself. I'm going to leave you to have some really good mini scientist fun with this one. Hope you enjoyed that, thanks.